Now back at home and gonna have a look around the camper, checking out some of the detail. The new position for the water inlet and outlet for the hot water system has been excellent. We did have one issue with the pump. It stopped working on about day 10, and I found out that the diaphragm in the pump can fail, and not a bad idea to have a diaphragm handy. But as soon as we put a Phillips head on the screw on the pump and started moving it, she started again, so it must have just been a bit of dust. But that worked really well. Filled the tank up half while on the trip, and we've still got most of that. So we didn't use the hot water system for showers for this trip at all. Every couple of days we were somewhere where there was a shower, so that was really just drinking and cooking. So 60 litres was heaps for the two of us for 15 days. All up, there's really no concerns, and probably some minor little things. I wouldn't get the powder coating on the independent suspension. You pay extra for that. I thought it looked nice, but you can see there's really not much left of it by the time you finish a trip like this. But everything in the undercarriage looks really good. Still tinkering with the front and different toolbox ideas, so there'll be a few changes with that soon enough. But I really like the storage space available on top. Stoneguard did very well. Car held up really well. Just looking at probably more dust than anything else coming inside. You can see it really works its way in there. But all up, it's not too bad. There's sort of dust just covered on everything, but we'll give it a good detail. Don't know if you can see that or not, but a bit of dust in there. Actually, lots of things shook loose. Nuts and bolts coming out of stuff. A little bit of tape there to hold that wheel arch in. Cut up a bit of carpet before I left because I was already missing that and didn't have time to buy a new one. So that was just a bit of carpet. Whether it did anything or not, don't really know. But the front end really copped a beating, which is I think why the Spotty ended up breaking its bracket. But particularly in the Simpson, the bouncing up and down really put the front end to the test, and the shockies weren't the best. So I think I'll definitely be upgrading the shocks to handle more of that up and down. But apart from that, the car was brilliant. Back to the camper. We'll have a look around the back. We had quite a few river crossings, and about 4,500 k's worth of dirt road out of the 5,500. So while there is a little bit of dust in there, it's really not that major. And at one point I threw a towel along the bottom there, which was a tip I actually got from an old bloke years ago who said stick a little wet towel in the corners and that'll keep any dust at bay. But considering 15 k's on the road and what we did, if I just open this drawer for a second, while it might look like a little bit on the outside, all of our belongings didn't get any dust on them at all. Fridge was excellent. One tip with the fridge is keep it full, because things shake around in there quite a bit, and the fridge I had in the back of the car stopped working, so I ended up putting beer in here, which was not a great idea. The beer's fine, but the fridge really took a beating and just shakes around a lot. So definitely be looking at beers in the fridge in the car, and just keep that fridge for food. I think that's the best way to do it. But like I said, nothing got in there, which is brilliant. I'll just open up the kitchen. And again, you can see, well, there's a towel I use. So after all that time, it's not really dusty, it's not really dirty. So it stopped a little bit, I suppose. The kitchen being used for the whole time. I'm just going to open this up. A sec with the camera. I'm on one-man band at the moment. All right. So what I was really happy about with the kitchen is the paint. Really didn't cop a beating at all. I sort of really wanted to see if that was going to get scratched up, and it didn't. That'll wipe down really clean. I got these bags from MSA. Thought they'd be handy, and I put a couple of nuts and bolts on the side there. for where it could hang, but I never used them. Maybe I'd use it if I was staying for long trips, but for, you know, the most we did is 2 nights at Batuta, and then it was just stop and start every day, so I didn't really use that. These lights were brilliant, although one didn't last the trip, but I just had them plugged into the power points at the back here, and with the little magnet, they sat stored like that, so every time we opened the tailgate we could grab that straight away, and they got brighter and flashing, so they're a good little light. I'll see if I can find some of those to put on the website so you can buy them direct. But that's really it. So all in all, I'm just really happy with the layout and the design, and I think, like I said in an earlier post, that this new setup that gives you huge storage, a fridge, and just a really easy to use kitchen setup while maintaining 50% of your trailer for all your other things is definitely going to be the future of what we're focused on building. It's the best combination of everything. The other big upgrade for this one was the suspension, which I already touched on. Don't know if I'd spend the money on it personally. I think what it comes down to is how you feel you want to drive. You can take a normal trailer, a normal off-road trailer everywhere I just went. You know, as long as you drive to the conditions, which basically means drive to a speed where you're not shaking the bejesus out of it. If you want to go hard, then spend the money and get independent suspension. But I think all up, it was an excellent test. There's really nothing I could have done to put the car and camper to more of a challenge for driving, for ease and speed of setup, and just comfort. I don't think there's anything more I can do right now. If you think it's missing something, let me know. Comment, tell me what you think of it. If you've got an order in the system, all of this stuff that you can see here is available as of today, or Monday, tomorrow. And if there's something, if there's something you want to have a look at closer, put a comment in there, and I'll do another video and give you a closer look. But that's it. The all-new Marlin ... Haven't quite got the name yet. It's coming shortly. Alrighty, happy camping.